So I'm looking around in the bushland here, trying to find a place to build a lean-to shelter. But I'm looking for a piece of flat area that I can build a shade from the sun that's out of the wind, and most of the property here is steep sloping and open to the wind, so I'll keep looking. A few spots I've seen, but nothing I want to use just yet. So I'm looking for a spot to build a lean-to shelter on the property, but the property is all very steep, and I'm looking for a flat area between a couple of trees with a view that's still sheltered from the sun. And but as you can see, the property is very steep, and finding a flat area proving a little tricky. I'm going to keep looking around further up this track. Still not seeing much in the way of a flat area I could use to make a lean-to. Plenty of sloping areas, but if anyone wanted to stay there overnight and sleep, it wouldn't make sense. So I just have to keep looking across this area and try and look for a spot that makes sense. Not holding any hopes out for it though at this stage. Still, it's exciting to walk around the bush by yourself. Nothing but the sounds of the birds and the bugs and the peaceful quiet. Anyway, I'll find something or I won't. It's still a nice day for a walk. I think I might have found a spot. This ground is fairly level. There's a couple of trees here about 2.5, nearly 3 meters apart. So I string a line between this tree and this tree with the awning coming down this way. It might work. I have to clear all this stuff out of the way. There's even almost a fire pit out in front. So this is a strong possible. It has a view up the gully along the creek that way and upwards towards the water down here. The only thing really against it is it's the top of the ridge and a bit exposed to the wind if there's wind, and not really far away from the track, but it's not a bad spot. So I think I might come back later and actually start work on it. For now I need to head back to the shack because my co-pilot is working away at her study up there, and we're going to take an afternoon break and go and have a afternoon tea up on the far ridges way up on the hills on the other side. So I'll have to come back here and see what I can do. So we've decided to have an afternoon tea up here on the main lookout on the property. It's a beautiful afternoon, it's about 4:30. A bit breezy, but just fabulous views. So we'll have a cup of tea and sit and watch the day. Well, I've changed my mind again about where to build the shelter. I'm going to build it here. It's a piece of land on our property, an area we call Big Tree. You can see that in the background for obvious reasons. and there's actually a little bit of flat area here which will help me set up a shelter. So I'm going to change my plans slightly and build more of a canopy rather than a lean-to A-frame style, and it should work well. It's in the shaded area. There's open views in all directions, but I'll just walk you over there and we'll have a look. So this is the area I'm thinking of. I'm going to use this tree as one side and this tree as the other side. They're about 3 meters apart, which is what I want. The back side will angle down towards the back tree, and the front side will be more of a level coming towards us. But this area is very open, surrounded by pretty much hills on all sides. There's a large tree. There's creeks on each side as well. We're kind of late-ish afternoon at the moment. It's about 4 o'clock. And you can hear all the birds settling for the evening already. This tree is, I believe, an eagle's nest tree, but it looks disused. So it's a great spot to put a canopy, and I'll just take a while doing it, and hopefully I'll be able to show you what I'm doing as I do it. So just to give you a bit more of a walk around, pretty simple arrangement. Just a guy line rope between those two trees. The tarp goes down towards the ground and pinned at the back, as you saw, by a couple of stakes into the ground. Finding stakes was a bit of a problem, but managed to do it. Normal sort of tension rope just to keep it nice and hard on that rope so it doesn't slide around. And the front section I've pulled out at an angle to add as a bit of an overhang, just tied off to a tree on either side. Fortunately they were there. So as I said before, it's good. It's a walkable height. It's probably about 2 meters off the ground at the peak here, and gives you plenty of space back here. You could even put in a bed and other things, which I might do. The first part of this was just to make the canopy. The second part would be to see what to do with it. So I'll need to clear out the ground a bit, possibly put in a fire pit out the front. Maybe a bench or something to sleep on might be in the future. We shall see. First will be how long will it last in the weather, because I can't do any more today, and today's my last time out here in the bush, so I have to check it in a few months and see what we'll do next with it. Well, it's now November 23rd, and after quite a few weeks in the weather, it's come loose. I'm going to perhaps try and retie it, hopefully get it back into shape, but it doesn't seem too ripped, so we'll see how we go. Well, we've decided for the moment just to roll it up and store it, wound around with some paracord. I've left the rope, the ridgeline rope, just holding here for a few weeks. When I'm back here at end of December with the family, then I'll probably work on it a bit more and actually set it up like a shelter. But for now it's going to just stay like that and not get torn up by the wind. Alright, back soon. Hey everyone, we are back here at the big tree. It is now late December, about December 28th. And we're back where I've been putting the shelter up. Been playing with it a bit more. We unrolled it and laid it out how I had it before. As you can see, we put a center stick with a protective pad just to stop it poking through the tarp. It's giving us quite a lot of shade, so we're just spending a nice afternoon here, escaping the heat a little bit in the shade. It's quite a good canopy still. It offers a lot of protection. It'll be a great place to camp. I've liked this spot a lot because it's surrounded by such great scenery. But today is a short stop, just in the day, and then we'll be heading back up to the shack. Just wanted to show you that I did get back here after rolling it up, and we actually made it work. So we'll see how long it lasts this time. I'll be back in a few months, I'm sure. Thanks for watching, hope you liked it, and we'll see you in the next video.